So this is a really quick demonstration of the adult rechargeable headlamp. I have it tilted down right now, so you can see when it's tilted down how far down it comes. I should also mention that I'm sitting down on a sofa. So I'm going to move it up so it's at about the mid-level position. That's pretty much flat against my forehead. And it's a little bit hard to see where it is, but there are the edges of the beam. And I should mention that that corner is about 10 or 12 feet away from me. Obviously, if you are farther away, it casts a much wider beam. And I'm going to angle it all the way up. And you can see it's gone up. I'll try and keep my head in the same place and tilt up the camera. You can see it's shining on the ceiling there, so that's angled all the way up. So there it is, back in the mid-level position again. Now one thing, it does say that you can adjust something on this, that adjusts the beam. I couldn't figure out how to make it more or less focused. It always has about the same size beam to me, though of course that changes, you know, if you were farther away. And in fact, I'm going to try and back away from the wall to a distance of about 25 feet. And well, hang on. Okay, now I'm at about 10 feet, and that's about how wide the beam is. I'm trying to keep my head in the same place. At about 10 or 12 feet, it goes from one side of the wall to the other. Boy, it's really hard not to move your head when you do this. And I'm going to back up, and I think you'll see that it gets quite a bit bigger. I'm at about 20 feet now, 25 feet. Now I'm about 30 feet from that wall, and if I turn the camera sideways, you can see the, trying to keep my head still. And there are the edges of the beam. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. Oh no, I should show you the different settings. Okay, so let me come a little further forward. So this is the brightest setting. Now I'm going to change it to a lower setting, but I think the camera might adjust so you might not see any difference. So right now, brighter setting, and now, oh gosh, it went out. Try again, brighter setting, lower setting. That is considerably dimmer to my eyes, but the camera might not pick it up. And the last one is the flashing setting. So you can really see that, and that would be really, really visible, especially if you were, you know, riding a bike or something like that. Okay, turn it back on again, and we are going to, I'm going to point the camera at the floor. I'll come over here to a table, and we're going to look at the, I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to look at the light on the back. So sorry, it's just pitch blackness for the moment. So this is the light on the back of, that goes on the back of your head. So that is the plain white setting. It's quite bright. It's kind of hard to see with the camera, but it is pretty bright. I'm going to change it to, I think the next setting is red. Nope, it went out. Okay, that was off. Try again. So there's the white setting again. That's the red setting. Now it's weird. To my eyes, that part in the middle is red, but it's not the way it shows up on the camera. It looks white on the camera, but if you're looking at it, that part in the middle is completely red. And then I'll show you the last setting, which is a really neat one. Come on. That's a flashing setting. And that cycles between red and blue, and it is really bright. Let me see if I can show you how it lights up a room. Oop. Oh, it's gone to a slower setting. Try try again. I'll point this at the other end of the room. The camera is not picking it up very well, but to your eyes, that is really pretty dazzling. Okay, so I really like this. I'm going to use it on my bike. I think it's going to keep me a lot safer. It's sturdy, it's well made, it's very bright, and I think this is a great light that I'm going to be using for a long time.
Balas en el cargador y una bala en la recámara. Fue un disparo legítimo. Jared Briscoe estaba a punto de matar al director Russell. Entendido. Lo que no sé es qué hacían ustedes aquí. Teníamos una orden judicial basada en pruebas que se recopilaron frente al apartamento de Maya Russ, la hija del director Russell. Pruebas que confirmaban el acoso de Briscoe hacia Maya. Llamé al juez Vincent y él emitió la orden por teléfono. ¿El juez Vincent? Ya. ¿Y eso qué quiere decir? Ambas lo sabemos.
¿Qué es esto, Kelly?
Para cuando rompas a llorar. Ella ni siquiera sabe que existes.
No es cierto, hemos tomado café.
Con el director Russell.
Pasito a pasito.
¿Tú o ella? ¿No ves que se muere por el jefe?
Él está casado, felizmente.
Da igual. Acepta un consejo de la doctora Torres. No te acerques a esa. Trae problemas.
Seattle, Washington, 2014.
Just moving your hand by a wave turns the light on or off. If left in the position for too long, it turns itself off. It's a pretty cool thing, and you have the ability to make it more of a spot or more of a larger strobe.
So I want to give you a quick demonstration showing you what I like so much about this headlamp and how powerful it is. Here's the deal. Turn it on and you get a very, very, very bright focus beam, but you can also expand it, as you can see, into a very wide beam without a center dot, which is a big deal because most headlamps and flashlights that have this focus feature always have a center dot residual in it, and this one does not. So you can see it goes from here, there,